Welcome to crackingmba.com. Today we're going to discuss about how to prepare for reading comprehension section for CAT 2017. So what we'll cover is the quick analysis of the previous years to understand how questions are coming in RC section in the verbal, and then we will talk about the type of passages which are asked and what are the length of the passages and number of questions which are asked in each passage, and in general how to prepare for the RC section. So first, let's analyze the previous year's papers to see how many questions are coming from the RC section in the VA and RC section of CAT. So in this table, we can find that we are comparing the data across 3 years, 2014, 2015, and 2016. So we can find that the number of questions has decreased from 2014 to 15 and 16. The reason has been that in 2014, the VA and RC section also had the logical reasoning questions. However, that became a separate section in 15 and 16, and hence in 2015 and 2016, the only questions asked were from VA and RC. So there were just 34 questions in 2015 and 2016. So if we look at the number of questions, it is 50, 34, and 34. The marks per question have been the same at 3 marks per question. The total number of marks in each in that section for those years has been 150, 102, and 102. Now, if we come to this, see the RC questions asked. Okay, in 2014 we had 16 questions coming in the RC with 4 passages and 4 questions in each passage. In 2015 and 16, you'll notice that the number of questions in RC has increased to 24 with 5 passages each. So out of these 5 passages, 3 passages had 6 questions each, that is 18, and 2 passages had 3 questions each, that is another 6. So what we can notice is the total number of marks in 2015 and 16 have increased for RC, and so has the weightage. Okay, you'll notice that there is a whopping 70.5 percentage of RC questions coming in the VA and RC section. So literally, if you could notice it, there are 24 questions coming out of 34 questions in the VA and RC. So RC is an important section in the VA and RC. Okay, so you need to pay a lot of emphasis and importance to this particular area of verbal. Now let's go to the next section and see what are the different types of passages which are asked. So you'll notice that the passages can be varied, right? There are no specific topics or areas from where you can get passages. You could get from political sciences, you could have topic on Hitler, you could have literature related topics, some article picked up from a novel, for example. You could have economic articles related to, say, the economic recession in the 1920s. You could also have psychology and science related, and some of these passages can be very abstract because articles on psychology can be very abstract for normal engineering or engineering students. You could also have passages coming from biographies or autobiographies of famous people. You could also have articles related to history. So you could have, say, some civilization related articles as well. So considering that you don't have passages coming from a specific topic, your area of reading should be diverse. So let's now look at the typical length of the passages, how long the passages could be, and how many questions are asked per passage. So the earlier CAT used to have very long passages of ranging from 1000 to 1500 words, but nowadays in the recent years, the trend has been for shorter passages ranging from around 400 to 700 words. This could vary from year to year, but they are typically shorter as compared to previous years. Again, the number of questions asked per passage could vary from 4 to 6. Okay. So how to prepare for the RC section? So one of the important things is, if you look at reading comprehension, consists of first the reading part of it and then the comprehension part of it. So the reading part of it, if you want to improve it and also, not just read it, also understand what's going on, you need to read extensively, correct? Considering that RC is something that you cannot prepare overnight. You cannot prepare for RC in just 1 month or 2 months. You need to have at least 3 to 4 months of quality reading and practice. So what are the articles you could read? You could read a good quality newspaper daily, right? Like a Hindu. You could also read the newspaper editorials. Now, why editorials? Because they tend to have a slightly more improved vocabulary, and they're not just they're slightly more difficult to understand. So that helps you understand abstract passages better. Next is novels and fiction. So this again is will help you understand, pick up vocabulary. Biographies and autobiographies, because some of you may be interested in reading about famous personalities, so that will pick up your interest in reading. And economics newspaper, because sometimes if you get passages on economics, it helps you understand the jargon better. So during the process of your reading, you also need to be able to track your reading speed, and there are some online tools, one of which is readingsoft.com, and there are several other tools you can search online, basically to test how fast you're reading a given passage. And again, please practice sectional mock tests in RC, different varieties of different types of passages, like we highlighted before, and see how well you're doing in terms of grasping the passages. So what's next? So next we are going to talk about the types of questions which are asked, so inference related, so direct pick passages, so direct pick questions from passages. So we'll talk about the different types of questions in the subsequent sessions. So until then, stay tuned. Thank you.